Certainly echo those sentiments, and we are joined now by the head coach of the Wildcats, Pat Fitzgerald, kind enough to join us on what essentially is a day off for his team. Fitz, back us up, if you would, a little bit to very early in the week when you found out that Minnesota wasn't going to be able to play. How did you pivot your program at that point?
Well, Dave, good morning, and good morning, guys. Hope all is well. It's one of those situations where you have to prepare to play. So we had everything broken down. We were game planning. We put everything kind of to bed from last week's game on Monday morning, and then we had started and went through practice Monday, getting ready for the Gophers. And then as I get ready to go to my press conference, find out that we're not going to play. So what do? You walk into the offensive and defensive rooms and special teams quality control and say, tape your ankles, boys. We need everything broken down for the Illini by 2:30. So get to work. So it stunk for those guys, but that's the life that they live. So they made a little bit more coffee, and by about 4 o'clock, we had pivoted to Illinois.
So did you then pivot to kind of more of a game week toward the Illini, or did you handle it more as a bye week since you have this newfound time off?
Yeah, Joshua. Well, number one, I wish we were completely healthy. So we set some goals after we found out, and I met with our Unity Council. Number one was to get healthy and recharge mentally, physically, and emotionally. Number two, get better fundamentally. I mean, you watch our game against Michigan State. At the line of scrimmage was our worst game fundamentally. Why? I think we just left it in Evanston. We had no indication that was going to happen. And also Michigan State played very well up front on both sides of the ball. We wanted to get a jump start on our rivalry game. And so we wanted to at least sprinkle some things in to expose our guys to that. And then number four was to get our young guys some reps. So we call it the D squad around here. So we had some D squad bowls Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Instead of having 2 lifts, we had 3 lifts. So just pivoted a little bit. And then, probably most importantly, we're in finals this week. So we were going to have a bunch of guys miss practice if we were playing Minnesota. So it actually ended up working out to really benefit us academically with finals being this week.
Coach, your defense has been playing really at a high level for most of the year. Could you describe what that meeting room is like for you coaches, not the players, but what's the chemistry like in the defensive coaching meeting room?
Yeah, Howard, it starts with Mike Hankwitz. He's the best. He's a coach's coach. He's a terrific teacher of the game of football life. He does a great job with our young coaches. And then we've got veterans on the staff, right? Matt McPherson, Tim McGargle, Marty Long. Those guys have, they're veteran coaches. And so there's a great chemistry. There's some nuances in personality there. And so when, Hank wants to go a certain way and T-Mac kind of wants to go a different way, and then Marty starts to chime in, and then, Mac just kind of sits there and waits his turn, and then in comes his zinger. So it's a fun group. They've got a great personality, and I think that shows in our defense. I think it, we had I thought a pretty solid defense a year ago. We just couldn't get things going, turn the ball over way too much. But I think you see the swag, I think is what the guys call it. There's a confidence, there's a swag, and it's obviously our players' credit, but I think that staff's got a really good chemistry.
Coach, I've been given permission to ask you 2 questions. So my first question is, I saw on social media you guys had a lot of fun with the Fighting Reese Davises.
Morning, Reese. Coach Reese. Oh, my God, Reese Davis with the catch. My name is Riley Reese Davis.
Did it really have anything to do with the motivation of the team, or was it just all in fun?
Yeah, it was all in jest, Coach. I didn't even know about it. I'm getting ready for practice, and all of a sudden, Kyrick McGowan sends a text to our group chat and says, "What's with this Fighting Reese Davis thing?" And I'm like, I have no idea. Now I got to look into it. And by the time we got to period 2 of Wednesday's practice, Riley Lees is running around. Hey, Coach Davis. Hey, there's Riley, or there's Reese Davis 1. There's Reese Davis 2. So it kind of morphed a little bit. And then, I think at a certain point, the guys kind of took a little bit of offense. Like, no offense to Reese, he is a world-class athlete, but we've got pros on our team. We got a bunch of guys that I think are going to be NFL players, and I could never tackle Joey, and I know Joey was not making fun of our team. He was making fun of his relationship with Reese, but we had fun, and we had a fan send us 55 pounds of Reese's candy yesterday. So that's going to be distributed by the head coach today, not by the nutritionist, so it should be some fun.
If I said that I watched your team and they look like a bunch of fighting Howards and Joshuas, would the team take offense to that?
I would. Well, number one, with Joshua, I don't think any of us are nearly as tough here as he was. He was a rock'em sock'em robot, man. I love watching him play. And I couldn't touch Howard's flag. I mean, there he goes. So, Howard, I'd have to dust off the VHS tapes.
Yes,
our generation.
Yes.
Joshua, we still got you on digital, so we'd be able to pull you. We'd be able to go PFF and pull you up right away.
Fitz, finally, based on the rules that everyone agreed to before the season, if there are 3 games played today, Northwestern will be the Big Ten West champion and will be headed to Indy for the second time in 3 years. It's a little bit of a strange way to clinch a division. Do you have anything planned? Are you going to celebrate when the 3rd game kicks off today? How are you going to handle it with your players?
You mean like 11:04? Somewhere ballpark around there, maybe? I don't know. That's hopefully the timing I have. And then the guys are going to find out they get some barbecue to go home and they get 24 hours to celebrate. If that's the case. Hey, listen, it's been a unique year. 2 years ago, we're at Iowa. Nobody on our boundary knew that the kind of 2 other things had to happen for us to win the West. And that's football, that's life, and that's definitely life in the COVID world. And little did I know an email I received before the season would impact us. I mean, I remember Jim Phillips sending me that email about this policy, that policy. And, usually, Coach, you know this. Unless it says urgent, you usually hit delete. So I'm glad I read that email. And, heck yeah, we're going to celebrate it. It's hard to win a division championship. And especially coming from where we were a year ago, these guys have earned it. I don't care how we get it. It doesn't matter. And then our focus tomorrow when we get up will be our rivalry game. And then we'll move forward from there. But I think as challenging as this year's been, the discipline, the sacrifice our guys have demonstrated, we've accomplished it on the field. Obviously, we would have loved to win last week. We didn't deserve to win. Michigan State did. But absolutely, we'll celebrate it today. But 24-hour rule, we'll move on tomorrow and get ready to roll next week.
Well, Fitz, congratulations on a great season to this point. Thanks, as always, for being generous with your time. Really good to talk to you this morning.
Well, Robert, kind of fun to have all of our goals in front of us, so we're excited about it. And you guys have a great day. I'm going to enjoy being a Big Ten fan today and enjoying some ball. So have a great day, guys. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas to you and your families. Go Cats. Thanks.